So the reason I brought in my lovely ladies today, there's nothing wrong with Rennie. Rennie's just in here because Rennie gets really stressed when I take Lola out. They're just very bonded. They're best buddies. And who could blame them? Nobody ever wants to be parted from their friend. So actually the issue is with Lola. I was looking out the window during work and I noticed she's got a pretty bad limp. And it is in her back left. I was able to go out and pick up her hoof. There's heat in her hoof. And it's very, very tender when I squeeze on the hoof. So that means that we're experiencing pain. The heat means that there might be an infection. So I'm going to be pulling her aside so that it encourages her not to run around the pasture. She's in a confined spot. I can hay them so she can get a little bit of R&R while she's in here with Rennie. Because odds are I'm probably going to have to hoof pick her. She's not gonna like, and try to see what's going on. Right now, off the top of my head, I'm thinking that could be a hoof abscess, or you never know, she may have just stepped in a mole hole out there. It happens. So I'll be cleaning that out, washing out her hoof really well, seeing if there's any smells, because that could be thrush. I will also be applying an Epsom salt salve onto the bottom of her hoof, and I'm gonna show you guys how to put that on. All right, so I've given them a little bit of time to kind of calm down, get a little situated in their new stalls, because even though they've been in this barn, sometimes stalling an animal is kind of stressful. So I've just given them a couple of hours to settle down. It will encourage Lola to stay contained. So what I've got here is I'm going to clean out her hoof pretty thoroughly, hopefully without getting kicked. With this hoof pick, it's got a bristly side. You can see that right there. So that I can, you know, brush out any debris. The hook is more for scraping debris. I'm going to be putting a little bit of hoof and heel on there. Even though I know this is for like hoof rot and hoof scald and all that good stuff, it really can't hurt to put it on there. The next things that I have, I've got a bunch of vet tape. I've got, oh goodness, man. I've actually got a diaper. And the reason I've got this diaper is that I have an Epsom salt salve. I'm going to put this down in, what's going on? Why, you got something in your throat? Oh, now we're gonna just, the diaper is actually so that I can fill it with Epsom salt salve along with some regular Epsom salt. And I'll slide this in over the hoof. Because just open it up like this. I'm gonna put the Epsom salt salve down in here. And I'm going to slide it up under her hoof, and then I will vet wrap the crap out of this thing to make sure that it stays on there, and she will be confined to a stall for a couple of days. If she's acting like she's feeling better tomorrow, then I might let her out for a little bit and then stall her in the evening time. But for right now, the less she moves around on it, the better it is. The more likely she is to kind of let it heal without re-aggravating whatever type of injury this is. And if after 2 or 3 days she's not showing any improvement, or she's still showing that she's very tender on that hoof, then I'll probably call my farrier in to come and do an inspection and see what's going on with it. But until then, I'm just going to doctor as much as I can. I will also be giving her a dose of Banamine. Banamine is given 1 cc per 100 pounds. She's roughly 300, 400. So I'm probably gonna give her like 3 cc's to be on the safe side. And the reason that I'm going to be giving her this Banamine is because it helps with inflammation along with pain. So hopefully it will help her with that discomfort and inflammation that's actually up in the hoof. I'm a little worried about an infection with the heat that's in there, but heat can just also be from an injury. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys along with me, and hopefully she doesn't try to kick my face off doing this. But hey, if she does, it's good for YouTube, right? So you guys can see I've got my diaper, I've got my Epsom salt salve. I'm just gonna make sure it's good and mixed, because it just likes to settle at the bottom. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take this and fill the bottom with, I'm gonna be liberal and try to get it everywhere that I think it might touch her hoof, or the sole of her hoof, like up around the frog and everything. And you guys can see there's a lot in there. And then I've got Epsom salt. I'm just gonna take a couple handfuls, and just put it in there too. Now, the reason Epsom salt is really good is it soothes aches and pains, but it will also draw out any moisture. So if there's an abscess in there or something that I can't see, it'll draw up the moisture and let the hoof harden, because we've actually had a lot of rain. So there's a good possibility that she's gotten a soft hoof and obtained an injury or of some sort while her hoof was softened because of all the rain we've had. Even though they have good shelter and things to move in out of the rain, anybody that's ever had donkeys know they can be pretty fickle and don't always do what you want them to do.
Got one hole done.
Do you already? Is that why
No,
you're over? Okay,
concrete done.
okay, easy. I know that this cannot feel good, so don't. Easy. So I got her pretty cleaned out. I'm gonna go ahead and put in hoof heel. She does have a bit of an odor, which makes me think she's got thrush. But anyway, this hoof heel can help her out. I'll get this ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put on. Nope. I know it probably hurts. I know.
Easy down there. Oh, not over.
Easy. I know it probably has a bit of a sting to it, don't it? You guys can see, put the bottom of the diaper just right there. And before she can start kicking again, I'm gonna take some vet wrap around the top. You don't want to do it too tight because she still needs to have circulation through this hoof. Excuse me, I'm fat, she's struggling with me. I'm not healthy, so I'm gonna be breathing a little bit heavier. But this is just gonna help keep this on and keep this Epsom salt salve close to her hoof so that it can help to dry out whatever's in there, whatever extra moisture's in there that shouldn't be in there. And it'll also give the hoof extra padding so that it might be more comfortable for her to actually stand on the hoof and use it. You can tell she stopped kicking because I'm not pulling on it anymore. I'm not digging on it. I'm not putting things in it that probably sting. She stands better for the fair than she does me. So I know there must be some discomfort in this hoof for her to act like she is. She's come such a long way. Some of you guys might remember Lola wouldn't let me pet her. She wouldn't let me touch her. And here she is letting me, for the most part. Honey, easy, we're almost done. Hey, stop, we're almost done. You guys know she's strong. She really wanted to. She could pound me into the wall, even being a mini. So I'm gonna shut up and hurry and get this done. She's about done with me, and honestly, I'm done with her too. Here you go, love. Hope you feel better. She's not happy with me, but you have got to be in awe of these animals sometimes. What I just did, an animal doesn't just, you can't make an animal do that. They have to let you do it. And thanks to Mark for stepping in and noticing I was having trouble getting her close to the fence to tie her. So he had tension the whole time. And I'm fat and it's hot. That was a workout. Hey lady, you forgive me? If it makes you feel better, your bandaged foot is quite stylish. It's very pretty with its stars. You look pretty good with it. You do.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
I don't have any treats. So it's only been about 24 hours since we put on that Epsom salt wrap for Miss Lola. She's already moving around the pen really well, though she and Rennie are both perturbing in here. They get lots of hay treats and things like that, but she's already moving around really good, so I'm probably gonna take that wrap off tomorrow morning and put her back out into the field and monitor her. But I just thought this was so cool. So like, I know my llamas did this. They would find like a specific area to poop, but look, they're so hygienic. The donkeys are really pooping like in the one spot, which is totally fine for me. It makes cleaning out the stall that much easier. But I'm really glad that Lola's on the mend because she means a lot to us and she's really a part of the family here on the farm. I'd be really upset if anything happened to her. All right, so she's had a day and a half of R&R, has medicine on her hoof, and I think she's moving a lot better, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off the wrap, hopefully without her hurting me, and get them back out to the field because I know these girls are a little ready to go back out to the field. Are you? At least Rennie is. Rennie's very, very ready. Can you move out a little bit? Just a little, thank you. Don't be like this now. Oh, it's a little tight, isn't it? Okay, calm down. Don't start. Okay, easy does it. There we go. You're being really good. Thank you for being such a good girl. Oh, don't kick, okay? I'm just cutting at the top of it so that it can loosen a little bit. Okay, hold on. You're doing a really good job there, Mama. Really good job. Just gonna slide my finger in here so I can't hurt her. Okay, okay, you can put the foot down. It's all right. If you want, don't. You're being so good. Thank you for being so good, little girl. Making it super easy. Some donkeys are not like this. Okay, almost done. Let's see if we can just, here we go. That heat's pretty much gone. She's not acting like it hurts like this yesterday. Might be a little heat down here in this, but I'll just watch her. It's good to let this air out too because it's had medicine on it for a day and a half, and she's been so patient with me. She's been so good. I really have been blessed and lucky with how good my donkeys have been to me because some donkeys just don't want to be worked with, but this girl's come a really long way. And I'm glad to get them back out into the field where they can graze and just have a happy donkey life. Good girl, good girl. Come on, Mama. Come on, Mama. Good girl. That's a good Lola. She's moving a lot better, guys. Come on, Lola. It's okay. Oh, now we're coming. We hear that door. Come on, Mama. Come on, little lady. Come on, Mama. You're okay. You're okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Nice and gentle. Good girl. Good girls. I can't believe you guys aren't just trying to take off on me. I can't believe you guys aren't just, go on, move out the door. She's probably a little tender still, but not like the other day. They seem really happy to be back out, and even Rennie loves to take dust bath, and it's a morning ritual, so it's just in time for these guys to get out and have their morning ritual. Is she gonna do it too? Are you gonna do it too? Did you guys miss your dirt pile? Oh my goodness. That must have been torture being in a stall, huh? Total torture. It's so hard to be a donkey. So hard to be a donkey, huh, Lola? You're so gorgeous. See, look how good she's moving. She still has a little bit of a hitch that I can see. But it's good that she's out and moving around. So honest to goodness, that's good for me. That makes me feel good right here, because I was a little worried, especially when any type of equine comes up with a hoof or a leg injury. Sometimes those can spiral out of control so fast. But I'm just glad that a quick Epsom salt salve and wrapping it up and keeping her kind of confined so she can get a little rest on that hoof just really helped her out there. So I will still watch her, because there's a chance that they get out and they have a lot of fun today and move around a lot and end up aggravating that foot again. But luckily, she's so sweet and she's so good to me. If I have to come out and halt her and bring her back in, I know she's got a tolerance to do it. I'm just really lucky and really blessed to have animals that are pretty easy to work with. But not to toot our own horn, but we work really hard to make sure that most of these animals are easy to work with and kind of like us. And to be honest, this is about as much excitement as I like with donkeys and horses. The hoof problems just always, they get me, and they get me worried, and just to see her walk back out and roll and be happy out in the field is just, it's a really good feeling today. Kind of needed that to start my day out.